something other than Gimp's free. That's the nice thing about that.
Indeed. Right, we are live and in colour. We are missing a player this evening. Orvan is not well. So she messaged me earlier, said she's not available this evening. But that doesn't matter, we'll carry on anyway. It just means Orvan, her character, will hang in the background and not do a hell of a lot.
Not touch anything.
And not touch, well, she might. What I will probably end up doing is I mean, I can make her dice rolls from her character sheet anyway. But she'll just hang in the background. She won't actually be involved. Per se. So ultimately it's just kind of one of those things. We have a player away, they'll be magically whisked away and not be available in any major sense.
I can put her in my bottle.
No, you can't. You're not high enough level for that yet. I don't think you'll ever get to that level at the rate you're going.
You're telling me we can get away from fireballs with her bottle?
No, you can't.
But anyway,
without any further ado, we shall start session 23 of our session 24. I lied. Session 24 of Land of the Lost, aka Krezk. Reimagined with the recap of session 23, which I relabeled Echoes of Ilya. You woke to find your horse dead and your wine wagon stranded. Refusing to abandon the delivery, Jarek summoned Tense's floating disc and dragged the wagon all the way to the gates of Krezk. Dmitry Kreskov was always very wary of outsiders, but Adrian's presence and the promise of wine earned you entry. Inside the village, you helped an elderly woman gather firewood before being offered shelter in the Krezk wine cellar. Once there, however, you uncovered Dimitri's terrible secret. His son Ilya had died and been reborn, or revived. Though finding out he wasn't exactly alive anymore. Ilya escaped through a second-story window. Reed and Jarek leapt after him, with Arkos and Ripple close behind. After a desperate chase and struggle, you bound him and realized the truth. Ilya was undead and lost beyond saving. Choosing mercy, you ended his suffering at the hands of Jarek, as it was. Remembering the nature of the undead, Ripple burned the body so he would not rise once again. Together you returned him home and helped Dmitry bury his son once more. That night, Reed and Ripple shared the same dream. A dark figure, glowing eyes, stood over the child's bed and whispered, "See how hope rots in my lands. You brought the wine, I brought the miracle." In the morning you set out again towards Valaki. New horses. Near Lake Baratok, you spotted strange figures watching you from the trees, and Adrian assured you they would not follow past the river. By nightfall, you had reached what you thought was an abandoned and ruined Mage's Tower. A light burned in the upper floor and out the front, as well as a wagon seemed parked out the front with lights ablaze as well. But soon after, they suddenly were extinguished. You decided to camp at a distance, and this is pretty much where we now find you, as you had gone through the evening. Well, you hadn't actually gone through. You got into the Mage's Tower. You decided to camp, so you're at the evening part of the camping here. You've obviously organised watches, or about to organise a watch. Orvan retreats to her tent, and drifts off to sleep, leaving the four of you to discuss anything you wish to discuss in this moment before resting for the evening, if there is any discussion at all to be had.
I was watching tonight. I suggest we be quiet. Not even any talking.
No watches.
No, I think we should watch. Just as quiet as a mouse.
Okay, I'll take first. 4 of us. I'll take first and third.
You could all take a watch each and you'd be fine. Like, you're looking at roughly 8 hours, 2 hours each.
Oh, 2 hours each, yeah. Well, you know. And it's Adrian is still with us as well, eh?
And Adrian's there as well, and he'd happily take a watch as well. So you've got the watches covered, so you're not worried about time per se. So watches are easily had.
Oh, and the other thing, don't stroll away from camp when you're on watch.
I'm going to be sitting with the
Majors are known
horses.
to put up warnings.
Just after last night's little fiasco, I'm going to go and sit with our horse.
I would imagine you wouldn't have tied them up far from camp anyway. They would be close, and Adrian would have seen to that the horses were kept within close proximation to where you've camped, in order to the fact that they would be within sort of eye line, easily able to be seen.
Cricket. I hear cricket.
Pretty straightforward.
Yep.
Don't pay
Shut up,
attention
you
to
fucking
Major's Tower,
crickets.
whatever. Yeah.
You give us away.
So, as the night draws in, most of you head off to sleep. Watch is held. Nothing untoward really happens during the night. At one point, again, you always... The howling of wolves has become a nightly ritual in this land. Every night as the sun sets and the moon rises high in the sky and the clouds clear, the mist thins at night seemingly, although as you look out across the lake, the mist forming on the lake would suggest the lake is quite cool, and the mist is way thicker around the trees, around the sort of the edges of this realm, if you will. You can see it off in the distance, even in the moonlight. You can see the thickness of the mist hanging in the trees, almost like a wall or a barrier, which heavily leans into this idea that you are trapped in this land and unable to leave. What I'm going to need everyone to do, I'll call on you one at a time to make a wisdom save as you sleep, respectively. So we'll start with Jarek. We'll start with you. Just a wisdom save from you. We're looking at a DC 16. 22. It appears that we're not interrupted, but you sleep reasonably well. Does Jarek have any thoughts outside of his current situation as he drifts off to sleep? Or does he have any thoughts of home or escape, or is he just focusing on task at hand?
He's thinking about the life he took.
Okay.
What it really wasn't much of a life.
I mean, it was an unlife. He was already dead.
Yeah.
But still, I mean, leading up to this, how many lives do you think Jarek would have taken previously, if any?
Not much, even if in a group fight, but to be directly responsible.
Okay. It's fair to say. Moving on. Reed, a wisdom save from you, please. Same question for you. What are Reed's initial thoughts heading off to sleep? Do they remain with what's happened here or recent events, or does his mind start to wander and think about home or other things, other members of the party, perhaps?
Reed's pretty fixated on the Major's Tower and that there's somebody there. That
Okay.
was on his mind when we left.
So when you
off,
first
because-
went to sleep, I guess that's...
Yeah.
So because you failed the save, we're going to delve a little deeper into your thoughts.
Okay.
What is Reed most concerned about outside of the Mage's Tower. Obviously, that you got thoughts of the Mage's Tower and that somebody's definitely there. I mean, you're a little bit more intelligent than people give you credit for. So I'd imagine your mind would probably lean to, I mean, is there someone there, or is it automated, perhaps? Maybe
Right.
being a Mage's Tower, some of the magic remains,
Right.
even if the mage has vacated the tower or no longer there or whatever. Like, there is possibility, you're not entirely sure. But as you drift off to sleep, what are your thoughts, your deeper thoughts, fears perhaps of what's to come, what has happened recently, things you've seen and heard?
He'd be probably like, so when he had that, I think it was a dream, it's probably going back to the whole, if you don't, somebody will die, like you're all gonna die, so if you don't, that's why he's so adamant on trying to find people to help.
So I would go as far to say that as your thoughts rest on this whole idea of finding alliances, finding help, that presence you felt the night before, you don't see him this time, but you feel his presence there, that same tall, dark figure. The only thing that really stands out and is always present is those eyes, the piercing gaze that pierces your very soul, like just it is looking through you, and you feel that in this moment. I would even say with a 13, a little bit of fear creeps in now. You have no control over what's happening. And the voice comes once again and just simply says, "You are not strong enough to save them. You never will be. Not unless you give in." And the voice just fades off. And I would say when the time comes to wake, those words will be very clear in your mind when you wake the next morning. Arcos, wisdom save, please. It is also a failure. What is Arcos's initial thoughts as he finds sleep?
He is still trying really hard to work out how to keep this group safe in spite of themselves, and he's been trying that hands-off approach, and he just doesn't know how to do it, because they're all you kind of just do what you like, and you don't make sense. Yeah. One minute you're letting people make their own choices. Next minute you're killing young kids. You know. Like...
and it kind of makes sense that his mind would be. I mean, Arcos is pretty twisted and lost anyway at the moment, and has been for quite some time. And with that, we're going to delve a little deeper. What deeper thoughts, what deeper fears and things are going through his mind now that, like, I think by this time, Arcos is in full realization that whatever this place is, you're not getting out until you A, find out who brought you here, B, find out why, and C, find someone to not so much aid you, but just find a way to defeat whatever this is, whatever this place is. There has to be something you can kill or defeat or beat. It's generally how these things work. So, like, even from a pirate's perspective, who is my enemy and who do I have to defeat to get out of here?
Yeah. So he still feels like he failed his crew. He only just asked Ripple like why she came back for him, and he's thinking about, because they've talked about going to the prince. He's like, maybe this is too much for me. I can't help these people. They don't want my help. They won't listen to me. So I need to convince them to go to the prince, because it seems to be the only real way out, because I don't think Arcos would think there was any way they could defeat this place. It's too oppressive.
Which
it's
makes
too
sense.
much.
Yeah. And I would agree. I think that's exactly where Arcos' head is at, considering previous experiences and considering his self-doubt too. Like, he's really in that place of doubting his own ability because of what happened. I would say, I mean, and that's a little bit more of a failure than Reed. So I think for just to add my memory, I don't know, has Arcos heard the voice before? I think he's heard it once before, right at the very
Arcos
beginning.
had a visitation, like he was
yes,
stuck
he did.
in place on his ship,
Yes.
and there was an offer made. I can't remember exactly what the offer was.
Yeah, I do remember that, yeah. So this time you're not in the captain's quarters of your ship, you're not back on decks. You don't see or hear anything on that level. But again, you don't see him, but you feel a presence. And then in the darkness, again, just eyes, just a set of piercing red, yellow eyes pierce the darkness and stare directly at you. Again, as much as Arcos is generally in his core, at his core, is not a fearful person. Never really has been until the events of that night. The sound of waves is heard in your ears as these eyes just staring at you from the darkness. You start to almost feel yourself sway with the current of the ocean. Sound of cracking timbers comes suddenly, rushing water. Then silence. Suddenly you feel like you're drowning. You feel like you can't breathe. You struggle with it, then it's almost like you've just been pulled from water as you're able to take a breath instinctually. You breathe in heavily and deeply. And again, just the eyes in the darkness. And a voice comes to you. Once so strong, so confident. Now lacking, it seems. Not in strength, but in self. Are they worth your aid, I wonder? Do they deserve your help? They are not your crew. At least, not all of them. You do not need to defeat anything to be free of this place. Maybe you need to rule it instead. The voice fades. And that's where we'll leave Arcos. Ripple, wisdom saved from you. Dirty 20.
Lucky. It was just about a 3.
So just the surface thoughts from you. Just what are your initial thoughts going into sleep?
Oh, it's been a busy day and lots to process. That Mage's Tower is a little unsettling. And also just worried about the horses as well.
Seems fair.
I mean, I know, you're just knowing that you have to torch somebody's child, even though they're not really anymore. That was Needed to be done. Needed to be done.
I'd say that's fair. I mean, Ripple is a pirate after all. She's probably done some questionable things in her life aboard the ship with her captain and crew. But at the same time, not an evil character, not an evil person, not taking innocent life at all. But to give mercy to someone who is lost, is that murder?
No.
Perhaps not.
Not in Ripple's mind. Also, a little worried about the captain and seems
I think that's a given.
himself at the moment.
He hasn't been himself since you helped him
No,
out of prison.
no. And it's not getting any better here.
So, long rests are had. I don't think you need to take a long rest. I think everyone was all freaking rested and healed up anyway. You can if you want. But everyone gets a long rest. And as is always with this place, the sun does rise, but so does the cloud cover every day. The clouds roll in, overcast, grey, the mist, ever present, again thins a little, but not much. And you wake up to the sounds of the Barobian forests. Sounds of crows cawing in the distance, 2 or 3 crows perched in the treetops above your camp. Adrian is up early and is prepared breakfast and is getting things prepared. And you can see him, he sort of looks up to the trees and nods in recognition of the crows in the treetops, which would probably give you some comfort. You're being potentially watched. Who knows? It's at that moment that the sound of breaking twigs and branches from the tree line to the north of you brings your attention to that area. And crashing out of the tree line looks to be a hunter. He's, from what you can tell, he's probably 20, 30 feet away from you, 20, 30, 40 feet, just crashing out of the trees, and you can see part of his face is covered in blood. He has a bow in his hand, a sword to his side, and he's just staggering out of the tree line, sort of looking back over his shoulders as he does so. Does anyone do or say anything?
Yeah, it'd be like, hello, you okay?
And his eyes sort of fix on all of you as he just gaze momentarily darts from the forest to you, then back to the forest again, and you simply hear him, help, please, they're everywhere. And the moment he says that, half dozen wolves crash out of the trees behind him.
Shit.
And we will switch to another map here.
Our lucky fucking day.
Always. First thing in the morning. Have we had breakfast yet? We haven't even had breakfast
Haven't
yet.
even had breakfast yet.
I barely have my fucking armor on.
So you guys, up here in the top of the map, top left corner, at your camp. Down here is our hunter. We will switch over to our battle map here. So the hunter is, God damn it, hunter is here and flanked, or being followed by several wolves. Also, as you sort of look over, see the wolves dash out, you see 3 larger figures looming in the tree line behind them. Kind of hard to see what they are at this point. You could only imagine that they are a larger wolf-like creature. But we will roll initiative, ladies and germs. I will move Orvan back to her tent to the back of this, and I will roll initiative for her. Roll all the NPCs at once, makes it nice and easy. Hold all the dice on the board there. That was a natural 20 by one of my NPCs by the looks of that. But still, Arcos, you get the initiative in this as per usual. Seems to be a thing for you. So, we will start our combat as Arcos. You see this hunter, he staggers out of the trees, cries for help, asking for aid, and as he does so, there's several wolves sort of chasing him. He's still moving towards you. So, it is your turn, Mr. Arcos, with the hunter on board after that, then Jarik. So what are we doing?
Oh, great, he's bringing this fucking way. Sort of seeing that he doesn't really have a choice, like, it's not help him, it's, oh, he's bringing this way, so we're gonna have to deal with him eventually anyway.
Potentially.
He's gonna grab out his hand crossbow and try and get the one that's closest to being on him, which, I don't know, this one or this one, doesn't really matter.
Yeah, I mean, there's a few of them there. You got, again, the hunter out in front there.
So I will take a shot at that one. Oh, it's a bad one.
That is definitely a miss, as your arrow goes wild and goes wide.
I don't reckon I've got anything else I can really do at this point in time.
You've got movement, and you're going to put yourself in a better position, potentially. We're going to stay where you are. Fucking Drax in the chat.
I think he just stay where he is for now. He's waiting to see how things unfold. He's aware of the wolves sort of like pack in on them. That's not good, but he's also not sure what's going to happen yet. So.
No problem. So for you guys in the chat, they're up behind my camera there. The group, they're up the top corner. So I'll move the map down a little bit so you can see where they're at. So what is going to happen here now that it's your turn is now the hunter's turn. As the hunter calls for help, and Arcos, you raise your hand crossbow and fires past him, and it misses the wolf behind him completely. The hunter stops and then stands almost bolt upright, and which is odd for him to just stop mid run, and he takes a shot at you, Arcos, with his bow. But also misses. He refocuses a little bit. We see him sort of drop his head and bring a hand to his sort of temple and changes tactic and takes a shot at Reed as well with his second attack, which will hit with a 22, dealing, or did I just roll? Oh, there we go. Dealing 5 points of the piercing damage as an arrow flies through the air towards you, Reed, and strikes you in the chest. And that is...
Motherfucker.
He then moves this way, and again, as he moves, you can see him, his whole movement is odd. He's not staggering anymore, he's standing up a little bit straighter, but he's not moving like a normal person would move. He's kind of half stepping and almost staggered, but not really. I'll get you all at this point to make a perception check for me. Actually, no, sorry. An insight check. looking at 12s or better for this. So we got 12, a 22, a 21, and a 15. So everybody, you'll be well aware, even from this distance, just with the way that he's moving, the way he keeps, again, a hand to his temple often, it appears his mind's probably not his own. Something's not right with this hunter. That is his turn. Next up, it is one of the wolves who moves past him. Gets another 10 feet. They got 40 feet of movement. This one moves to there, which gets right up to Tariq, I believe. Some quick measure. Make sure I've got that right. Yep. No, I lied. Not in the same initiative. You go back. So this one's going to hold his ground there. Now it's this one turn, moves up to you. It's going to make a single bite attack at you, Tariq, which will miss. You're able to fend off his attack, quick parry with just a quick sidestep. Powerful jaws clamping down, narrowly missing your leg. Next up is one of the larger ones, which moves to here and then moves to there and lets out a low, baleful howl. And when he does that, you see the scout / hunter sort of dips his head down and really squeezes his eyes tightly shut. Next up is this one, who will move to here. And this one here, first thing you notice is he is grayer and look to the others, but he's about half as big again to the other large wolves. Real deep, piercing red eyes on this one. Next up is Tariq with Reed on board.
Bonus action, I'll activate Blade Song.
No problem.
And then...
And you have Blade Song on...
Yeah, I just activated.
That's right, you've got it yourself. So I've got a condition for it as well, but if you've got it working, that's fine.
I think it's the same on the CAD. It might be the same. I don't think I've added a new thing.
That's good. I've got... I'll add this one just in case. Oh no, it's the same one. It's just a different icon. That works.
Yep. And then I will run forward just to within 10 feet over here.
And Blade Song, you don't get an opportunity attack either, do you, with Blade Song? Because you get a wolf,
Blade Song you can. Kinetic Jaunt is the spell.
Okay.
I don't.
So he will take an attack of opportunity at you as you leave his range. He will miss anyway. You're too quick for him.
And then from here, I'm going to Booming Blade target the big guy. And I think this one we had to do by whip, right? Because it didn't work properly otherwise. So look at that.
Yeah, well, it works on the whip.
The damage.
Yeah. Because I think Booming Blade is 5 feet. You miss anyway.
Yeah, the 5 feet still becomes... because it's a whip attack, so the whip has 10.
Yeah, so you can still Booming Blade. You can still Booming Blade him. But I think do you have to hit for Booming Blade to work?
Yeah, I have to hit. So that was the 12 to hit.
Yep, so that definitely missed.
Cool. And that is what I'll do. That's it.
Sorry, you only get one attack, don't you?
Yeah, until level 6 wizard.
Yes, that's right. So, with your whip cracking out, the wolf manages to get down low on his haunches and avoid the whip's incoming damage. It is your turn. Reed, you're up. Ripple on board.
Well, the first thing I'm gonna do is Giant's Might.
Of course you are.
So, I didn't have myself targeted. Probably should do that.
You probably should do that. I can select it anyway, so good. So, Giant's Might. That is you. There you go.
There we go.
Badoosh.
And
A large reed.
I believe I'm within melee range.
You're in melee range of
Forget
this
these.
one, just not quite of this one.
Does my weapon have reach?
No, it does not.
That's 5 feet.
So you can definitely attack this one, who is definitely within 5 feet of you. This one is just
Yeah,
out of your
so
reach, just out of
I'm gonna
within 10.
attack the one to start.
And you attack with your scimitar, which does hit with a 17, dealing 10 points of damage,
So it also does the Giant's Might damage.
which was
A d6. Yeah, it's just bonus.
It's
Yeah.
add a d6.
I have to click it. Yeah.
Yeah.
16. Not bad.
Another 6
And-
damage, which is enough to kill it outright. As you
So then-
raise your scimitar and just come down with your increased strength and size, a hefty blow comes right down, goes through the wolf's spines below the shoulder, severing it completely in half, and your blade hits the ground. You recover. What's up? What's next?
Then I will move for my. Ooh, I need to select. Move for my second attack. On this other small wolf.
No worries. Target him.
Just to be clear, I'm going to move myself 5 foot closer because I can't booming blade with a whip at 10 feet. It has to
Okay.
be within 5 feet.
Yeah, it's weird that, but yeah, just move yourself closer, and
Yeah.
if you want to move back once you've added the booming blade afterwards,
That's
you can.
good. That's fine.
It's going to move into you anyway, so. That definitely does hit, 10 damage. Another huge blow on this wolf, dealing a massive wound.
And that'll be me.
That'll be you. Next up is one of the wolves, who's going to move his full. He's going to move his, not to there, dumbass. He's going to move right to there, which puts him in range with you. Reed is going to attack you. He will get advantage because of pack tactics, because of the ally close by. Fucking low rolls, dude. He misses.
Thank goodness.
That is definitely his turn over and done with. Ripple, you're up, and we'll skip Orban. I'll see what she can do.
Going to target this.
I think she'll just stay and heal if anyone needs it.
I've forgotten how to target.
T.
I'm clicking on it. T. That one.
T for target.
T for target. I'm going to bonus action Hex. Start off
So
with.
cast it.
I thought I had it, did not cast.
Well, you haven't because it didn't come up in the chat. You just got to click it.
Ah, okay.
So Hex, yeah, we're not going to worry about damage because there's no damage just yet. Until the spell ends, you do an extra d6 necrotic damage to the target. So I don't know why it's rolling 3d6.
I don't know either.
So just you got to remember, roll an extra d6 with the damage. Whenever you hit a target that is hexed.
And then I'm going to Eldritch Blast. So it's same creature.
That's another cantrip, is it not? Actually, that's both an action.
No, there's
Bonus action hex.
action
Oh,
hex.
yeah, so it's cantrip. No, you're good.
Action.
You missed
Yeah.
anyway.
Damn it.
So unfortunately, you get another shot though. You're level 5, so you get 2 beams at level 5.
Okay.
So you
Can I
can-
just cast it again?
Yeah. That one will hit, dealing 8 points of damage on the larger wolf. And you just roll d6 for me. You'll get your hex damage and necrotic damage on top, which is another 4. Done. As your ripple greeny blue blast of force energy snake round reed into the target, with one missing, hitting the rocks behind, the second finding its target. Is that you? Are you going to move? Are you going to stay where you are?
I will be moving. I will move to here.
Move to there.
Yeah.
Alright, next up is another little wolf's turn. He's gonna go...
Oh, and he'll have disadvantage on. Disadvantage.
Yeah, choose an ability. Quickly.
Disadvantage on perception. Oh, fuck, I don't know. Wisdom.
Disadvantage on wisdom.
Yeah.
Okay. So any
Cool.
roll. Okay, yep, okay, that's cool.
It's strength, but that's okay. I've already said wisdom.
One's 2, no one's taking any damage. Who's taking damage? Breed's taking a little bit of damage. You're looking okay. Everyone's looking okay. One's gonna just hand back and heal. Next one is this guy. He's gonna move up to here. Another large wolf coming in. And then this guy is going to join his buddies here on right at you, Reed. He's going to take an attack at you. Once again at advantage. That will hit with a 20. You need to make a strength save, please. That's 7 points of damage. You need to make a strength save.
Just checking what Giant's Might says.
I think it gives you an advantage. I think
it.
it's added already to it with.
You have advantage on. Oh, okay.
Yeah, it should give it already as part of the spell, but if it doesn't, you just re-roll.
Nope, it did not. But yeah, advantage. There you go. I can choose. It pops up. So
Yeah.
I mean, not great either way.
It's enough. You're not knocked prone. You're good. DC's only 12 for those guys, so that's. You managed to keep your footing as the bite was powerful, even from such a little wolf, and you can feel him trying to drag you to the ground as he latches onto a limb, but you're able to hold your footing. That is your turn. His turn. Ripple, you're back up with the scout after you, so it's back to your turn. You can see the smaller wolves have surrounded Reed. The larger ones are now pressing in from. Sort of in from the flanks as well.
Okay. Arcos works best when he has advantage, like everyone does.
Of course.
But also he's like aware that Orvan's sort of like hanging back. He's like, oh, there's a fucking wolf off to the side. And that jerk that took a shot at me. He's just gonna move over here and try and hit this wolf.
No worries.
So he grabs out his sword, his silvered sword, because he just always uses that one first.
Makes sense. I mean, you've discovered that this place has a lot of dead things, and some of these things here have an aversion to the silvered sword, so why not?
What the hell happened there?
Oh, it's just double rolling.
Yeah,
You
double
missed.
shit roll.
Double shit roll with a miss. Wolf is just a little quick for you, able to dodge under your swing.
Offhand with a regular sword. Also shit.
It's weird it's only double rolling for some people. That's for only certain weapons too. So
No.
it'll be a glitch in the system. 14 definitely hits though.
No.
So you do 5 points of damage to the wolf with your offhand as you manage to... You miss with the first, but you manage to catch it and it's ducking under your first, and you quickly hit up with your second attack, with your offhand attack, catching it as it's trying to dodge your first.
Alright. And that will be my turn.
Your turn. Next up is the hunter's turn. And the hunter now, so that it's in the moment of almost clarity, or it's kind of weird as eyes are less glazed over, and he, for a moment, he just says, I'm sorry, I can't. And with that, he draws his bow and takes a shot at Reed. With a natural 1. And misses completely. And I'd say with a natural 1, I'm going to roll some damage here anyway, because he has an ally close. With a natural 1, he's going to hit that wolf there in the ass with a fucking arrow shot. And the wolf yelps and turns and growls back at the hunter. It's his turn. This wolf's turn again. Focused on Reed. They seem to be surrounding him. Focused on him. A bite attack with advantage. Misses. Is unable to get through the shifting of the glaive and the armor and just the sheer size of you at the moment. That is that wolf's turn. It's now the dire wolf's turn, the larger of the wolves. Tariq, you attacked it. It's going to attack back. He will also get pack tactics as he has an ally close by. Will also miss. Well, that's kind of stupid. He will get a second attack, however. This time he will hit with a 21. Strength save, please, from you. Shield puts you at 25. Be a miss. No strength save from you. As I can actually add that to you too, I think. Nope. I put it on the wrong person. God damn it. Refund resource. I'll put it on you instead. Silly not targeting myself. Chip. You are now shielded until the start of your next turn. So that's that one's turn. Next up is you. No, it's not you. It's this one. It's going to attack you, Reed. The larger of the wolves. Man, these low rolls. Second attack. Man, oh man, low rolls from DM tonight, guys. You're in luck. It's not going my way. That is its turn. As it growls and snaps at you, and you manage to just fend off the attacks. Drake, you're up with Reed on board.
And that's pretty cool. It dropped off anyway.
Yep, that'll
Automatically.
Yeah, it does that. It's cool.
As a bonus action, I'm going to cast Kinetic Jaunt on myself.
Cool. You do that.
So no opportunity attacks. My movement's now, well, that should have gone up, but it should be 50 feet.
Yeah, you know what it is.
Yeah.
Don't know if I think did I make one for it? I didn't make one for it. You know what you need. You know what you got on that one, so that's all good.
And then as action, cantrip, primal savagery, attack at this guy.
Natural 20. Look at that. Natty 20. 24 to hit, doing 29 damage to this large wolf, which is enough to kill it. How do you want to do this, Jerry? Describe your savage attack.
I see the big mouth come at me and try and bite me, and I dodge out of the way, and I return serve with a bite straight to its neck as it dodged out of its way of its head and instead latched onto its neck with teeth
Easily enough
and rip
done.
out its throat.
Ripping out its throat, spraying blood in all directions. Do you spit out the flesh that's in your mouth, or do you eat it? Is the question. You do spit it
No,
out?
spit it out.
As the gurgling sound of a large wolf is heard by all, and a large thud as it slumps to the ground in front of you, removing it from the fray. Anything else?
And then I'm going to run my full 50 feet to directly behind this guy.
You're going to take...
That's
Oh
not
no,
it.
you don't have opportunity attacks. Damn it.
No opportunity attacks.
So
And I
you're
can run
going
through
to get 3 opportunity attacks. Like, nope, you're not. God damn it. Son of a bitch. Ah, well. That is your turn. Reed, you're up. With Ripple on board.
Well, I'm going to go down the line. My first attack with my Giant's Might is going to be on this one. They come at me from all directions, so...
Oh yeah. That definitely hits, dealing 10 points of damage. A large wound opened up on this wolf.
This one's going to get my second attack.
Which will also hit. Almost a natty 20, not quite. Dirty 20, but 9 points of damage. It's enough to decapitate it as you swing around with your second attack.
And then this one is going to get my follow-through, my bonus action.
Go for it. That will also hit.
Oh, I didn't roll the d6 from Giant's Might
That's
on
right.
the first one.
Roll on the last one.
So
Well, first or last, just roll the d6. You had enough left to kill that final wolf anyway with that follow through. So it's 3 points on that one. It's enough to defeat all 3 wolves as you bring your scimitar up with your enlarged form. Strike the first, following through from the second, decapitating the first, slicing open a large wound in the gut of the second, spilling its entrails out on the ground. And as you follow through with that underhand strike, you manage to slice up through the rib cage and into the jaw of the third, and render 3 of your enemies dead. Right, is that your turn? You're going to hold your ground? You're going to move?
I'm just going to stay there.
Ripple, it is your turn.
Going to...
Talk into your microphone. You were buzzing.
No.
You need to talk into your microphone, not away to it.
Sorry. I'm going to target same one. This time with a witch bolt.
Go for it.
And then I'll get ongoing damage
Yes, I know how Witch Bolt works.
if I can actually hit the fucking things.
You hit it. It's all good.
Yay!
16 points of damage, and you now have Witch Bolt attached to your target. So you get to do 1d12 lightning damage as an action instead of just re-rolling the attack. You just re-roll damage.
Yep. Which comes up when you hit the bell.
Yes, I
Ongoing
know.
damage. Oh, do I need to do that now?
No, you don't. You need to continue your turn.
Oh, that's it. That's all I'm going to do.
You're not going to move. You're not going to bonus
Nope.
action.
No. I don't really have bonus action other than Hex, so no. That's me.
That's you. Because you hexed, yeah, this one, no, the one you hexed is dead, isn't it?
No, the one I'm targeting is one I hexed as well.
Then you need to roll d6 then.
Oh shit, that's right.
You need to remember your spells, like, Jesus.
So, another 6 points of damage.
Another 6 points of hexing damage.
Woot woot.
I'm pretty sure it was one of the smaller ones, not the large one you hexed, but never mind.
No, I hexed the same one that I hit.
I can fly. Get out. Fly in my office is annoying me. Next up, Akros, you're going to get bitten. bite attack to you, good sir, which is going to frickin' miss. God damn it. This is not going well for the wolves. Orban is going to look around, see that Reed's taking a little bit of damage. She is going to heal. Let's just make sure we've got our prepared spells filtered. She's going to target Reed, and she is going to hit Reed with a healing word. And she will give you 6 points of the healing juice with the healing word. And that will be Orban's turn. Next up is the large dire wolf. It's going to move into you. Reed is going to attack you. This time it will hit with a 23. Strength save, please. It's going to deal a little bit of damage as well. Max damage, look at that. 13 points of damage as it bites down onto you. 30-20, you managed to hold your ground once again and are not dragged to the ground as this thing is trying to... They seem to be trying to pull you to the ground, which kind of makes sense. When I pull you to the ground and maul the crap out of you. Its second attack will also hit. You need to make another strength save. Another 11 points of damage. Reed is starting to look a little bloodied, and he has failed that strength save. So you are now prone. As the wolf latches onto your upper thigh on that second attack and just drags you to the ground and almost pins you there. That is its turn. Arcos, you're up.
Hill. I'm going to keep swinging away at the wolf in front of me because he seems like he wants to die.
Cool. That will hit. Dealing 8 points of damage, which is enough with your silvered sword to dispatch this little, it's not little, but this good sized wolf in front of you. You manage to find an artery, slice through, and as the blood drains, the wolf slumps in front of you, dead.
Yay! And then I will try and help Reed.
Try and help Reed. I'll give you advantage. You've got, I mean, it's not technically flanking, but we'll give you advantage anyway.
Alright!
I mean, you're a rogue, you get advantage. He's within 5 feet, so hold alt for advantage, or just hit the up arrows, whatever works. 19 definitely hits. You'll get some sneak attack damage with this as well, so 6 points of damage.
Yay!
Some dirty old sneak attack damage as well, as the rogue lays in with an extra 10 points of damage, opening up a wound in the hindquarters of this large direwolf.
And then I call on the spirits that infest Arcos's waking and sleeping moments, and I'm going to use Wail of the Graves on the other wolf for some necrotic damage. Oh, I don't want a template. Piss off, template.
Yeah, just right click instead of left clicking, and the template will go away. Yes. See, it's weird that you can target a second creature, but it gives you a template. It's odd.
Yeah, like.
Roll half number of sneak attack dice if you level round up. So 2d6, 10 points of necrotic damage. It took damage, not as much as you would have thought, but it definitely took damage.
That's what you get for taking a character with mostly necrotic damage into Barovia. You a dumbass. No.
I mean, not all of them. Not all creatures have got that ability, but some have.
Yeah.
Is that your turn?
That is my turn.
It is your turn. Next
yeah,
up,
just
it
think
is.
if we tried to kill the ranger.
It is the hunter's turn.
Better the ranger.
And in this moment, again, in a brief moment of clarity, he again apologizes before losing control, and this time addressing the wolves, and simply says, "Remember, he wants them alive. Do not kill them." And then takes a shot at you, Arcos. It's a good measure. With his bow. This time actually hitting with his bow. With a 23, dealing 10 points. No, how many points? 10 points, I was right. 10 points of damage. As his arrow finds his mark and manages to pierce your lower abdomen. And it sinks deep into the intestines.
So you make it sound terrible, and now I want to uncanny dodge, but it's not worth it. It's only 10 damage. Pitsy little fucking...
He moves,
I'm
retreats
going
10
to make
feet.
you disadvantage that with Master of Blades. If a creature you can see attacks target other than you,
within
and
5
the target
feet.
is within 5 feet.
Yeah, so disadvantage, I can do that. Let's see if you actually take the damage or not. Yeah, you still take damage.
Okay, I tried.
Hey, it was worth a shot.
I'm not wasting my reaction on this goofy little fucker.
Right, that is his turn. Next up, it is the larger of the two direwolves. Reed, you're now prone. I mean, this guy gets advantage anyway, but this will be an automatic crit because you are prone. Unfortunately. So he will target you.
Yeah, I'm fucked.
He's got to hit you first. He does hit. So with an automatic crit on this, I will roll the dice. And it will
Just the
be.
next two.
It'll be. So you got 16. Yeah, it's enough
32?
damage. It's enough damage to. No, it's not going to be 32. The crit damage would have made that 26. Reed is unconscious.
Very unconscious.
Oh, you're not dead. You're fucking unconscious. So Reed is brought to the ground and mauled by the larger of the two direwolves, and heeding its master's warning, it is not going to attack with its second attack. Instead, it's going to move to drag Reed's body away. This one is going to let go. This one is going to grab Reed, and he's going to move half his movement speed with Reed's body, dragging him towards the trees. It is your turn, Jarek, with Ripple on board. As you see this large wolf chomp down onto Reed's shoulder and just start dragging him towards the trees.
Okay. 15 feet. Okay, let me just work out the measurement and go to there. So I'm going to move to here, and then I'm going to target the wolf carrying Reed,
Indeed.
and I'm going to cast Lightning Lure.
Aha. Cast away. DC 15 strength, which he does have advantage on, being his size, natural 20.
I'm going to make a reroll.
I knew that was coming. What is your DC? 15. He does still
16,
succeed.
just.
With a 16, you are unable to lure and pull this creature back towards you. He still takes damage though, doesn't he? Target must succeed on a strength save. We pulled 10 feet straight line towards you and then take. Oh no, he doesn't take damage.
No. It's only if he's within 5 feet.
Yeah, yeah.
That was a cantrip.
I always thought there was damage on that as well, but
That was a
That's
cantrip. We do allow level spell That's a bonus action.
Yeah, that's how it works. If it was an action to cast a cantrip, as long as your leveled spell is bonus action, you're all good.
Yep. So I'm going to have healing word at 3rd level on Reed.
Nice. 21 points of the healing damage on Reed. It brings you back up to just over half of your hit points, which brings you back to consciousness.
Still grappled, correct?
But you are still grappled and prone.
prone.
Yes, I'll add the grapple. No longer making death saves, however.
Yeah, that's nice.
Well, you're unconscious. They weren't actually forcing you to make death saves.
Do you have to be conscious to be giant, or would you have shrunk back down?
It stays. It's a magical effect. It doesn't have concentration.
Don't know.
I wasn't sure.
Would have to read it. I'm not sure if because you become incapacitated, it drops. That's something we'd have to look into.
It says I magically get bigger, become large. I magically become large. That's all it says.
But it tells all the ladies.
Magically gain the following benefits, which last for 1 minute.
Yes, it lasts for a minute. So, DMs would rule it differently. I'd say just remain large, even unless you died. I would say that you would remain.
Right.
Yeah. Once you had died, I'd say you'd revert back to your normal size. But you're still grappled and prone at this moment, but you're no longer unconscious. You are conscious. Is that your turn, Zarik?
Yes, that's my turn.
That is your turn. Ripple, it's your turn. No, it's not. It's Reed's turn.
Actually, sorry.
Yeah,
Can
it's
I
Ripple's
just move
turn.
up beside it?
You can use the rest of your movement if you want.
The rest of my movement just up beside it, yeah.
So Reed, you're now
All
awake.
right.
You are grappled. You'll need to make a strength save to get out of the grapple.
I have a bonus action and I can do a strength save, correct?
Your strength save will be your action, yes.
Okay. So my first, I'm gonna bonus action second wind.
That is probably a good idea. Max dice, look at that. Let's go.
It's 15.
It's
I
15.
didn't target myself again.
No, I got you. So that brings you almost back to full. You are definitely feeling a hell of a lot better. So a strength save for the direwolf was a DC 16.
I have advantage.
You do. That would be a failure.
And I don't get it. Well, fuck me.
Unfortunately, you're still grappled, and still you can no longer be prone if you wish. You can stand up, but you're still held. That will still actually no. I would say no, you can't. He's dragging and pinned you down. Yeah, he's dragging you by the ankle, I would imagine, or by the shoulder. So you probably can't get up with that.
But yeah, that's me.
So that is you. Now it's Ripple, I believe. I was getting ahead of myself.
Okay. Right. I'm kind of looking around and I think looks like that Jarik and Reed have this one under control now. But I noticed that this other fella here
It's kind of dwarfing Arcos a little bit.
is attacking my captain, and that is not okay.
It's
So
looking
first
pretty
of all,
rough though. Like it looks like Captain's got it fairly well handled,
I don't.
but it doesn't. I
It's
mean,
still my captain. I am going to Eldritch Blast him.
I'll just blast
I was
away.
going to say, the only one that's hit me is that fucking Ranger Hunter dude.
Yeah,
right?
exactly. You miss. The first one misses, narrowly missing Arcos in the process.
Hey,
The second one
Arcos is fine.
does hit, dealing 5 points of force damage. Not quite enough to end the life of this direwolf. However, it is looking pretty rough though. It's taking some pretty serious damage. Are you going to move, or is that your turn?
I'm then going to bonus action hex him.
Probably not much point.
No, actually, no. I'm going to bonus action hex the bloody hunter that keeps hitting poor old fucking Arcos.
That would be a better idea. So cast your hex. And
where is he?
he's over here.
Ah, there he is.
And what stat are you going to?
Wisdom.
Why wisdom?
I don't know.
You can choose
then I
any
can
stat.
charm
Why
them.
wisdom? What is your reasoning behind wisdom?
Because I can charm them.
Because it looks like looks like he's doing stuff he shouldn't be doing, and that means that somebody else has got hold of his brain.
Yes,
Yeah,
you
but
were
I
you were inside enough to do that. I'll give you that. That makes more sense
Yeah.
than the wisdom you gave the wolf earlier. But
Yeah, no, I meant to give the wisdom. I meant to give him strength, and don't know why I went wisdom for him. But we're
Well,
just
now it's actually, because you targeted it properly, it's actually done it properly. So wisdom. So now I can actually hex him with wisdom. Oh, no, I did intelligence. Oh, right. Intelligence, wisdom, same thing.
That's what I'm doing for
He's
him.
hexed. It's not going to make any difference to him either, just so you know. But
Probably not, but
that's all good.
you know, that's the way I'm thinking. I'm like,
Orban sees you guys have pretty much got this got under hand. Let's see what she's got here. Something, a quick cantrip. I should probably could have guidanced somebody, but not much point. She's going to holy word this 60 feet. I think she can get him. Seeing what's going on. Oh yeah, she can get him. She can move forward. God, fuck it. Let me select it. Move forward to there. She's going to check and see her there. And she's going to target this arsehole hunter that's been doing all the weird stuff. And she is going to holy word him and hit him with a 16. And she will do some 11 radiant damage to the scout. As she mutters a word under her breath and not speaking any louder than she really has to, and just this divine light shoots out and slams this guy in the chest, and you can see his whole armor sort of lights in radiant light, and then he cries out in absolute agony as it seems to have done a fair amount of damage to him. And he drops to one knee. That is Orban's turn. Next up, it is Wolf, large Wolf turn. He is going to actually turn and he is going to use a little of ability. It's basically a leap ability. He's going to move 10 feet this way, and he's going to leap and land here and make his escape. You will not get an attack of opportunity on that one, I'm afraid, Arcos, as this ability has him moving very, very quickly indeed. He will then disappear into the forest with a dash movement. So we're pretty much at the top of the initiative now, so I'm going to give you one more turn, Arcos, before the next thing will happen.
Good, I don't want to fight you anyway, you hairy asshole.
You've seen the scout drop to his knee and actually drop his bow on the ground with that radiant attack as well.
So I kind of want to punch him in the face.
Do what Arcos does.
Yeah, he's gonna go punch him in the face. No.
You move deftly up to your approach. You see him. He's now down on one knee. His bow is in the dirt in front of him. Arrow is strung, and bow and arrow are now lying at his feet. And he looks up at you, and you can see his eyes are now bleeding from the corners, and he's almost crying tears. Something has happened to this man, and you can see the look of fear in his face as he looks up at you.
Fucking stay there. And he turns around and he takes a shot at the wolf.
An arrow!
Fucking Drax in the chat. Finish him! Summon a dragon! 19 definitely hits. 26, 19 on the die, 26 hits at Le Dire Wolf. And the Wolfie takes some damage. He's still up, however, still has hold of Reed.
Yeah. I think that is
That is all you can do. Next up, it is the hunter's turn. On his knee, down on one knee beside you, looking up, just absolute look of fear and horror on his face. He suddenly grips his neck and chest here, starts clawing at his neck and chest, and you can hear him struggling for breath. As you turn to sort of see what's happening, his eyes roll back in his head, and he stops breathing and collapses back on the ground, not moving. I think we just lost Grim. He is now prone next to Grim. Hopefully Grim will come back. Oh, he's still there. So yeah, he just suddenly was struggling to breathe. You could hear him choking and struggling to breathe, and then he just all of a sudden just stops and collapses at your feet. That is his turn. Next up is the wolf, who is going to attempt to continue to drag Reed away. Because he is not able to use his ability, Jarik, you will get an attack of opportunity, so I'll get you to roll that now before I actually make the movement. You need to do a minimum of 6 points of damage to force him to drop, or at least make a save to drop Reed. Otherwise he will escape with Reed through the trees and you'll have to give chase.
Yeah, well, I've only got a whip to do this, so I can't reaction with a spell without casting.
So make your whip attack. That will hit just. Not quite enough damage though. 4 points of damage. Not forcing the save.
Can I use my
You can use your luck
to make him
You can use luck to what can we do here? What can we do here? What will I allow you to do with a luck point? This is the question. What can we do with luck points here? I can't. I'll tell you what. If the remainder of the group use all of their luck points, I'll allow you to re-roll that damage. If all the group agrees that you use all of your luck points, I'll get you to re-roll damage.
To be fair, I have to roll max damage on my dice because it's a D4 anyway. I rolled
Exactly.
2.
Exactly.
I never really like Reed that much anyway.
So it's up to you guys. If you want to spend all of your luck points, I will allow Jarik to re-roll that D4, and I will add 2 to it. I'll give it a +2.
Oof.
That's the deal that DM's offering. God is offering a bonus damage, but it'll cost you all of your luck points. But you will give all of your luck points to the DM for the remainder of this session. Well, not the remainder until he gives them back, but you will lose all of your luck points. So this is up to you guys as a group. Orvan doesn't count in this. We're not going to use hers, but she'll use hers as well. But this comes down to those that have luck points left: Reed, Ripple, and Arcos.
Arcos?
Has to be unanimous.
Yeah.
What do you reckon, Arcos?
Yes. Yeah.
So
that's a bit fairer than.
it's fair as I could be. I mean, it's a pretty good offer.
Yeah, okay.
So with your luck points all been spent,
Yeah. I was going
Drake.
to see if I could use Whale of the Grave, but no, it's very specifically sneak attack damage.
It is very
which why I
specific,
don't use
yes.
it,
We may be able to make a caveat to that a little bit later. So re-roll your D4. What is your modifier? Yours is a +2, so it'll be a +4 modifier to this.
Roll a 2.
All you gotta do is
Same
roll a
with you.
2, and he rolls a 2.
Roll a 2.
Exactly 6. So all this does is force the strength save, or the strength check. Sorry.
Which I do have advantage.
No, this is for the wolf, not for you. This is for the wolf
okay.
to drop horses to drop. So you have to make a strength check. In order, I will set the DC. Does Reed have a spell DC? What's your strength, Reed? 17.
My strength is
So what's your
17.
modifier there? +2. +3.
+3.
So I will go. Let's go DC 14 on this. He does have advantage as well. So DC 14 strength check, which looks like he failed with a 10. So with that damage
There we
of
go.
6, as the wolf, the direwolf releases and continues moving and disappears into the trees. You're now no longer grappled. You're still prone, but you're no longer grappled. And that will bring our combat to a close, ladies and gentlemen.
If I'd have thought about it, I should have used my grappling appendages.
You
'Cause
should
I could have
have.
made an unarmed strike and a grapple at the same time.
You should have. But you didn't think about it.
No,
But it's all good. So, we will leave our combat there for a moment and go back to RP.
Can I just grab a drink quick? I'll be right back.
No, you're not allowed.
Thanks.
No drinks for you. Make it quick.
Who needs liquid? God.
Well, I mean, I was going to give us a short break, but she's getting a little preemptive
What about the
there.
rest of us?
No, you're not allowed a short break.
Rude. Damn it, Nutty.
No
Damn
short
it.
break for you.
I'm gonna pee my
We
pants.
don't take short rests and we don't take short breaks. Okay.
We can take a short break if you want and take 5 before we roll into a bit of RP, which is probably a good idea because the RP will probably go on a little bit. So if you want to take 5, grab a drink, go for a pee, do the things and the stuff. At combat's come to a close, it's probably a good place to do it.
Ding.
So chat, we'll be right back. Give us 5 minutes and we'll be back to see what happens after the fight is concluded. Good to see you there, Mr. Stip, Magic, Drax. Cheers for stopping by, guys. Appreciate it. Anyone else that's in the chat that hasn't spoken, thank you for lurking. Appreciate you as well. I hope you're enjoying the story. We are about 24 sessions in. Our players are level 5, as you can see over there, level 5. We've got Zarik, the Simic hybrid, played by Sticks and Stones. Most of you remember him. And we have Ripple, which is a level 5 warlock, a Pact of the Genie warlock, played by Nutty Dart. And most of you know who Nutty is. We have Arcos Puck. Anyone who was around for Lost Mines of Fendelva will remember Arcos Puck, played by Mr. Grimothy, Grim Realities. For those that don't know, that is now Grimothy Charlemagne, I think his new name is. Then we have who is a Hirangon rogue. We also have Orvan, who is played by Blapple, which is Sticks and Stones' partner. She is playing a cleric. Orvan Dilia is her name. She is playing, I can't remember her race, half elf cleric. Here we go. And then lastly, not least, we have Mr. Reed, who's played by Mr. Dill Cripple, a level 5 fighter. He is a gnome / human. A human with gnomish ancestry. So we're playing a mix of sort of legacy and 2024 rules, slowly transitioning everything over to 2024. All my short form campaigns, my long short form ones that I've been doing recently are all 2024. I am slowly gaining Foundry modules in order to add in some of the other races and things from like Tasha's culture and stuff. That will come in due course. So generally all our short form stuff is just Player's Handbook, DM's Guide stuff at this point. But we'll move into more home. Again, I'll allow homebrew stuff coming in a little bit later on. Just wanted to really get my head around 2024 stuff first. Had a few teething issues with wording, as you always do, but nothing too major. But Mr. Drax and Magic were a part of my recent short form story, which was called The Vampire's Church, where a group of 4 mercenaries were hired to rid a local Parketh church of a vampiric scourge, or undead scourge. They did very well. It took 3 sessions to get through it. But they did reasonably well. We ended up with an almost death at one point, and they almost defeated the head vampire, but a little bit of ingenuity enabled them to escape with their lives, but also enabled the vampire to also heal. When they came back to defeat him, he opted to run and survive and left them with a stone golem to fight instead, which they defeated. Again, heavily wounded, but they defeated, and they did really well. So it was a good little story. So I think my players for that was Drax, Magic, Styx, and Hex, aka Yanti. Hex and Hemlock. Those that know her as Yanti, and she's been part of our previous campaigns, our previous Curse of Strahd campaign, in fact. Just a flesh wound, exactly, just a flesh wound. Magic's character, Davithor, unfortunately was bitten by a vampire and did contract the vampire curse. So there will be a potential one-shot coming up to deal with that, maybe, in the future. Where they may just have to kill this vampire in order to free him from his curse instead of a alchemical cure.
Or Bond just leaves him with it.
Or yeah, or Bond just decides to recruit him instead.
I first do it by putting my hand on his shoulder and
I love it. So everyone's back. Everyone's had done what they need to do. Pee, drink, all that sort of stuff. So lying at your feet, Arcos, is the now seemingly deceased body of a local hunter. Combat has come to a close. Reed gets himself up. Eventually his giant's might fades. He's looking pretty good. His wounds have healed somewhat with the magical means, leaving some more scars to add to the collection, of course. However, several wolf bodies lying about the place. Adrian, funnily enough, I forgot all about him, but he was watching the horses and making sure that they weren't ripped to pieces once again. So what do you do? That was a DM's fucking slip and forgot to fucking put him in the initiative.
I put it in chat ages ago. What's Adrian doing?
He's attending the horses, okay?
Hey, he's lying in a pile of viscera, just like the horses last time.
Yeah, you turn around and Adrian's been splayed out
on those horses.
You find a blood trail leading into the trees and Adrian's nowhere to be seen.
I think Arcos would do a medicine check
Drax.
to check the guy. He's like, Yvonne, are you awake yet? Come. And I think this guy's dead. It's fuck. And Jesus.
So, anyone who's looking at the body, Orvan will be included in this. Will need to make either a medicine or an arcana check. If you are proficient in either.
No.
Orvan is proficient in medicine, so she'll make a medicine check. Natural
What about
20.
neither?
Look at that. Natural 20 from Orvan. And she's not even here. A natural 1 from somebody. Who was that?
Me.
Ripple.
Ripple with a natural 1. Orvan with a natural 20.
And I'm proficient in that too.
I'm not proficient in shit.
And you've got no
so...
luck left because you gave it to me.
That's tragic. Ripple's
Hey,
just busy looking
it
around.
worked. It worked as intended. So, unfortunately, Orvan looks him over and just simply says, "I'm sorry. He's gone."
Shall we burn this one too?
Don't be too sorry. He fucking shot me.
How does
I mean, he was
that
under
one
some kind
tragically
of
play?
weird
Yes, how does your
queasy
natural one
control.
tragically play out, Ripple? What was your? It was an Arcana check, wasn't it?
That was an arcana check. I'm gonna say.
Okay, so
accidentally
for the next hour, none of your spells work. You have no knowledge of the arcane whatsoever. You try and draw on the arcane for spells, and with a natty one for the next hour, you cannot for the life of you remember how to cast a spell.
This is why you don't let your DM stream your D&D games.
Because you get ideas from the chat.
Oh,
Thank you, Life
really?
Tree.
Let me guess. Was it Drax?
No, it wasn't Drax. It was not
Magic.
Drax. Welcome, Life Tree. Welcome. Thank you for that suggestion. I think that was well played. So yeah, for the next hour, you were unfortunately unable to draw on your arcane power for some strange reason. You just forgot everything. So, one states that no, he's definitely dead. There's no coming back. And unfortunately, I don't have a diamond anymore. I lost that. Remember, like it got stolen.
I mean, we're not wasting it on this peck ahead anyway.
Is there anything
Arcos-
weird about him?
Arcos kicks him.
Other than that he was
there is
like,
definitely. I mean,
you know.
without even really needing perception or anything like that, there is definitely a. You can see he's been bleeding from the eyes. His eyes even rolled back in his head. His eyes are heavily bloodshot. There was definitely something odd about him. Arcos, you were probably closest to him at the time. Even when he was able to speak to you, you could see that he was under some form of control. And in fact, I'll need everyone to make a perception check for me. Thank you for the sub. Appreciate it. Life trick. Thank you. So, perception check. Arcos with a 20. Jarek with a 9.
Natty
I
one!
haven't even rolled yet.
You still got a 20.
How did
Your
that
medicine check was a 20 as well. That's what I was reading. Because they're both
And it's
wisdom.
natty one.
Another natty one for Reed. For Reed, I mean,
can't see.
your perception is shit. It is absolute. I'd say, how would you sort of play out again? How would you play out that natty one perception? I mean, what is your focus really on? You don't obviously give a shit about this guy. You got deep wounds in your shoulder from where the wolf just tried to drag you into the forest. I'd say,
I'm probably worried about where that went.
Okay, so you're more focused on the tree
my
line.
shoulder's fucked.
Yeah.
That thing's gone.
Makes sense.
Like, what the fuck?
Makes sense. Okay, so you focus on the tree line. You're not worried about him. You're sort of figuring out why me? Why did they focus on me, for fuck's sake? Maybe it was because I was the biggest target. Who knows?
Intimidation.
So with Arcos with a dirty 20, Nod, Ripple, did you make a wisdom a perception check? No, you
He was
didn't.
too afraid to roll dice anymore.
That was almost another natty one. That was so close.
He's like,
So I would say Arcos with a roll of a 20, you would be the only one to see it at first. Whether you point this out to other people, just are you looking down at this body, and then for whatever reason, again, that feeling of being watched is always with you in this place, but it's quite strong in this moment. And you sort of look up, and you look out across the lake, and on the far shore of the lake, it's a reasonable distance away, you can make out a figure, the shape of a tall man. The one thing that, depending on what you do in this moment, the one thing you notice immediately, even from this distance, the eyes. They are the standout feature, even from this distance. You're looking several hundred feet across to the shore, on an opposite shore, which is not like the furthest shore, but a shore that's closer, but still a couple of hundred feet. And it's just the dark shape of a tall man, and it's just those eyes, that red orange eyes that you've seen now in your mind, staring across at you from the lake's edge. Do you point him out to the rest of the group? Do you say anything?
no. He's hoping it's in his head. He doesn't want to sound crazy.
Do you look away and then look back? Or do you-
Yeah, he looks down at the body, and I'm assuming he's still got like blood running from like
Indeed,
the blood
yes.
that's come from his eyes. He just sort of thinks like, this is what happens to those who aren't strong enough here. And then he looks back to see if it's still there.
And he is still standing there. And again, even from this distance, the eyes are on you, they are fixated, and they are burning through you. You get that feeling like he's looking inside you, even from this great distance.
Do you see that guy over there in like Arcos sort of just like squints his eyes and looks down and like points in that direction.
The rest of you look up as Arcos directs you to the opposite shore. And you do see what he's looking at as it starts to fade and disappear. Figure of a tall man. And it's almost like he just the figure turns, and as it turns and walks away, just vanishes into the mist.
Never a dull moment around here.
Straight.
Although it is pretty dull right now.
He might have helped.
What?
He could have come and helped.
You don't know who
he's
it is.
obviously here to. Oh, not this guy, and he sort of ragdolls the dead guy a bit. Not this guy. You mean that guy?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It felt pretty oppressive.
I'm still not happy because I can't magic brain.
You can't
brain.
what?
Magic. My brain's not braining.
Sorry, I have to say this because of recent news. It's out of character, but I looked at the direction of the scout lying on the ground, and all I could think of is with Arcos standing right beside it, trying to Stacy and aggro.
What?
Look, old Arcos, and I thought of this, old Arcos would have grabbed that dude's arm and waved at that dude across the river.
He definitely
That's
would
old
have.
Arcos, and I'm just like, nah, this Arcos is just, he's
Well, the thing is,
much
old
of a miserable
Arcos is
cuss.
still there somewhere.
Yeah.
He may come through at some point, but not quite.
I mean,
not
he
yet.
is the character on the map is old Arcos.
It is old Arcos,
Quite
definitely.
literally.
It is, yeah. But yeah, I mean, in this moment, I think just the lack of self-confidence and the fear is just is in control at this point. So with that, what do you do? Do you leave him here to rot with the wolves? Adrian sort of walks over and looks at him and just simply says, "Poor soul never stood a chance."
Has he got anything on him?
Do you want to?
That
You can
buddy.
search him if you wish.
Yeah, I want to search it.
As you search the body, let me see. Gotta find my notes on this. I did have notes on if bodies were searched.
You find a diamond.
There is no diamond. I'm sorry. Sorry to say, there is definitely no diamond. You should have luck there. I haven't got all my notes. I need to open another file here. Just give me a second. You do find on the Hunter oh my god, where's my list of things? A silver
We get
ring.
a list of things.
There's a silver ring engraved with a raven on it.
Oh.
And
That's not good.
a small piece of parchment as well.
Did anybody
And
read it?
on the parchment is scrawled in common and not fine writing, but not scribble either, but it's just written in cursive. Watch them. Do you show anyone the silver ring, Derek?
I do. I hold it up, showing the raven specifically, and point it towards Adrian.
The moment Adrian sees the ring, he immediately reaches out to take it from you. Do you allow him to take it?
Yep.
He turns it to see the inside, and then kneels next to the body. Eyes are still open on the body. He closes the eyes, and you speak Druidic, don't you, Jarek?
Yeah.
In Druidic, he simply says, "Rest now, my brother."
Just in Druidic back, I say, "Did you know him?"
Adrian, again, still in Druidic, just says no. But as he stands, you see he takes out a tinder and striker, pulls a torch from his pack, strikes it, and torches the body where it lays.
I just bend over the body as it's burning and pile up some rocks around it.
Even those strong of mind are susceptible to the curse of this place. Keep your wits about you, yes?
Always.
Should we continue again?
I look around at the others. Heading into the tower.
Is the tower lit up again?
It does not appear so.
Is the cart still there?
The wagon is definitely still there.
Think we should go and have a look.
I think we should go see.
No, we had this discussion.
No,
What-
we weren't
we've
going
gotta-
at night because they might be defensive.
No, I told you, look, we've got a job to do. Why are we taking side ventures?
Because you never know.
Never know what. What could kill you in a mage tower? A fucking mage could kill you in a mage tower.
You never know what you're gonna get.
It could be a box of chocolates, yeah.
Who knows? Maybe it's a powerful mage that can get us home.
No.
Do you know that?
No, I don't know that, but I don't want to
Exactly.
fuck about anymore. Quit fucking about, Reed. Jesus Christ.
Have you given up? Do you not think we're good enough for this? We're gonna die here? So we just should...
I mean,
Waddle
you nearly
around.
got dragged off by a giant wolf, so
Well, I
don't
didn't,
know
did
what
I?
to tell you. It was very close.
Well,
Like-
I mean...
Very, very close. Like, I don't know how we managed to get you... Like, I don't know what Jarek did. Like,
No, we didn't give up.
we're not giving up. We got a job to do. We're supposed to take the wine to the next city. Like,
This is true.
it's what we said we would do.
Yeah, but what's more important? I mean,
Doing what we said we were going to do.
What if there is a chance we can get out, though?
There might be someone in town who could help us. You don't know.
I mean, we've been there before. I mean, that's fair.
Maybe they'll help us now that we come back. Repeat visit. I don't...
I'm just nudging Jarek at this point, going, the kids are fighting again.
Look at Adriana. I'm like, what do you think? Like, do you think these mages are going to help us get home? Honestly.
Adrian is attaching the horses to the wagon. And he says, whatever you decide to do is up to you. I need to get to Valaki to get wine to Blue Water in and to talk to my brother.
That's not what I asked, though.
Mage Tower's been abandoned for decades. Who knows if there's even a mage in there? Whether lights were automatic or magic or not. I've come past this dozens of times in my lifetime, and there's never anyone here. Although,
Well, let's
the
get
wagon has not been there before, so...
Should we check out the wagon? It's outside. No, let's go.
Orvan, I'm telling you now, I know Orvan, and Orvan's already walking towards the
Oh, I
wagon.
can see, yeah. Mhm.
I can tell you that. I
With
mean, this
me
is
and
and this
Joe.
is just with the this is just with what me as a DM is listened to, I would imagine that Orvan's already started, because it's a fancy looking wagon and it's got some really cool designs on it. So I'm imagining Orvan's already walking over to have a closer look at least. Maybe not to touch it, but at the very least going to have a closer look.
See?
I'm sorry,
Some
Arcos,
with the
but
sense.
Orvan's definitely
Just
walking over.
Follows Orvan.
Yeah. Typical Orvan. Somebody's
I
gonna
would-
look after
I
your
mean-
bathroom.
I don't know if Blapple's around to ask, but I would imagine she probably would walk towards the.
That
I'd
sounds
probably
sounds
suggest
right.
if the wagon looks anything like those that the Vistani would have had, then she would have probably walked towards it in hope of
It does
finding.
have, yes, it does have a very
Sayura.
similar, it does have a very similar look to the wagons you've seen with the Bastani, 100%. So I would go along with that as well, that because Sayura was a friend of yours and has left, is it possible that she may be here and Orvan would be going to investigate? So I'll give you a little bit of information on the wagon before we go any further.
Yeah.
What you can see from this distance, it's a roll-top wagon. It's pretty dirty, but it definitely, the purple and the crimson colours definitely are visible from where your stand is. Like, it's got, looks like a fresh coat of purple paint underneath. It's got fancy gold trim. It's got brass lanterns hanging from each corner. In the small windows, one of the small windows you can see from your side, it's got fancy red velvet curtains in the window. So it's definitely colourful, which would lead you to believe that it possibly could be a Vistani wagon.
I guess if anyone mentions that, nah, I probably don't. Like if I thought Sayura that might have something to do with Sayura, I would go all right.
I think Orvan would definitely say, hey, look,
Yeah, she would.
Sayura would possibly, like, what if Sayura is here? Like, at least we can look.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, the tower, a little bit weird, but come on. I mean, at least we can look. You can do this, Arcos.
Okay.
Don't be afraid.
Come on, Captain, let's do this.
Not afraid, I'm just trying to be sensible. You
No,
fucking...
let's do it. Come on, Captain.
I mean, you can be sensible and just invest. We're having a look. We're not going to touch anything. Maybe.
If we can stop Orvan from touching.
I mean, I'm not going to have her do anything outside of this because I don't want to have her character be responsible for anything weird. So I'm just as far as she goes, it's she wants to have a look just in case it's Sayura. She wants to at least take a look and just see.
Is Adrian staying with the horses back where he
He
is?
will stay with the horses. He will say, "Well, I'll wait here and make sure horse and cart are fine."
Yeah. So Arcos's attention is going to be split between the group and Adrian because he's like, well, if we split up, like something might happen to Adrian and the horses. So
We're
he's
not
sort of
going
like,
that far away from them.
It's about 30. It's about 30 or 40 feet. Probably
the
probably
horse
probably
wasn't
more
that
like
far
60.
away when it got eviscerated.
Yeah, it was probably the wagon's
dark.
probably it was probably closer to 80 feet from your camp because you camped a reasonable distance away from the tower, so probably between 80 and 100 feet from where the tower's located. And as you get closer to now, you can actually see a little bit more because of the daytime. The tower is actually located on a small, which looks like a man-made island. It juts out from the shore of the lake, and it's got a small walkway, and then it's where the area where the tower and the cart, the wagon are located. It's like it's been a mound that's been built up out of the lake itself. So it's almost like you could almost imagine that a mage or someone with arcane power would potentially flood this small walkway so that you couldn't easily get to the tower if they so wish, kind of deal. That kind of looks almost like you're walking across a drawbridge, but it's just muddy land. So as you start to walk across this boggy piece of land to this small island, again it's only about 30 or 40 feet to the island itself. As you get closer to the tower itself, you can see that it's probably 4 stories, maybe. It's a good sized tower. And anyone that has arcane knowledge, although with Ripple not having any memory of arcane right now, probably wouldn't remember that mages' towers are not always what they seem. On the inside, it could be 25 stories tall. They're like a TARDIS, basically. Full of different rooms and different dimensions and things. They store all sorts of weird and wonderful things in there. However, approaching the wagon, it has a thick layer of mud on it, so it looks, and the mud doesn't look old. It looks like it's been brought here recently. You can see in the mud the tracks of a beast of burden, maybe a bullock, though you don't see any such animal in the near vicinity. You also see hoofprints from horses. Again, no animals except for your own. It's kind of odd. On the back door, as you walk around the colourfully painted wagon, on the rear door, which is a little tombstone sort of style door, arch top, straight door, there's a large padlock securing a slide bolt. And above that is a sign which simply says, "Keep out."
This isn't the same cart we saw in town, is it?
The wagon at the Barstock Yards? No, it's similar style.
It's the first thing that comes.
Yeah, it's a very similar style.
That had a sign on it too. And stuff.
Yeah, very similar style to that wagon. I would say almost identical colorations, but it's not the same. It's definitely not the same one, but it's very, very similar. You could almost guess that they may have come from the same manufacturer or same place, perhaps.
Are we hearing any noise in here? Any movement?
No movement. It doesn't seem to be any noise coming from the wagon or the tower, for that matter.
No change of breeze or...
No, doesn't seem to be any no noticeable changes.
We're just gonna call out, "Old mage, are you here?"
I'm gonna go knock on the door.
On the tower or the cart?
Oh,
The wagon.
the cart.
The wagon?
The wagon. The wagon.
You knock on the door of the wagon. Padlock sort of jiggles. You hear a clink of glass.
Hello.
And no one responds.
Okay. And then I'm gonna go and knock on the mage tower door, just because.
We said we weren't going to the tower. Ripple.
I'm gonna shout it out a little bit louder.
Look on that face.
What I will give you, Ripple, I'll give you a chance to not touch the door at this point. But as you walk up to the door,
Oh, okay. Is that what it looks like?
that's what the door looks like. It's a heavy wooden door.
Yeah,
There is a disc on the door,
I see that.
and it has some weird arcane symbols on it.
I would not touch that. Unless I could do
But
an
you forgot
arcane.
about arcane.
But I can't do it, so...
You forgot. You don't
You don't, for a little while longer, you don't remember anything about the arcane anyway.
Oh, exactly. So, fucking no. I don't know. I'm just going to knock on the door. I'm going to pick up
Tip, tip.
So you just
I'll
knock
use
on the door?
knocker. No, use the door knocker.
Use the door
That's
knocker.
fair.
I see it go to knock.
Yes, well, you all would. Just walk right up to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait,
Why? It's a door. It's got a knocker.
that
Just knock on
doesn't
it.
look right. And
We said we weren't
take a
gonna
close look.
touch the door.
Well,
We always touch shit. We always say we
Even
won't touch
I'd say
anything, we
even
touch stuff.
Orvan is like, yeah, maybe we shouldn't touch the mage's door.
but look at the pretty disc.
I'll take a
Kinda
closer
like a
look
clock.
at it.
Somebody
Right,
else.
so you take a closer look at it, Jarek. Do you touch the door? Do you still knock on the door, firstly, even though you've been given a bunch
No.
of protest from your group?
Absolutely not. I would listen to my crew because I'm
So,
not
Jarek,
that stupid.
what are we doing? Just hands-on or not hands-on examination?
Not hands-on. I'm just studying it from visual range. I'm trying to make sense of anything that resembles.
Make an Arcana check for me.
Yeah.
If you are proficient in Arcana, you can make it with advantage.
Okay, well, I'll click the up arrow. Or
19.
an 80-20.
Yeah, 19. I mean, you don't know a whole lot about mages. I mean, sorcerer. I mean, you've got magic. You are a sorcerer yourself. You know that sorcerers and wizards and things, when they get to a certain level of power, they tend to accumulate a lot of things. Artifacts, books, knowledge, and everything in between. They've got to put it somewhere. So they usually build these towers, or they become a mage of a town and build a tower, and then within that tower, they like to protect their shit. And with a 19, it's not obvious, but chances are that whatever this is on this door is some form of arcane lock or some form of warding. It's kind of hard to tell which, but it's definitely, just from your experience of the arcane, and even with your archaeology knowledge, there's always a chance that these things are put here to keep people out, or at least stop them from getting in easily. I'd say you've probably come along, you've probably seen a few arcane style locks similar to this in your archaeology digs and such.
It's definitely warded. I look up and I try to see if there's anywhere else where I can see that I could gain entry.
You walk around the tower, you get to the western side, left-hand side of the tower, and there's a scaffolding. Looks very rickety. Rotted wooden beams support the scaffolding, which groan and creak in the slight breeze coming from the lake. A series of ladders and platforms lead to a hole in the northwestern wall. It looks like on the third floor.
Somebody got their rope.
Nope.
I have rope.
I'll borrow that if I can.
Can
See
we
if I can.
discuss this before we do something stupid? Like,
I mean, I would cast spider climb on you, but I can't remember how.
He wouldn't even remember
can
the
climb
spell.
I mean,
I'm okay.
he climbs well.
so
I mean, he doesn't
assuming
really-
anyone is in the tower, they had to be powerful enough to get through whatever this is, which I'm assuming is quite powerful, Drake.
I don't know. It
correct?
looks like a dance with lines. It's like
It's a
It looks like
pretty
it's
good.
been put here at some point. I don't know how long ago. But if they are powerful, they would have known we weren't far away.
We need the line dancers, according to this. No.
Adriana seems to think
That's
it's
kind of
safe.
what it looks like. It looks like a dance.
Adrian didn't say it was safe.
We said
But
there was
here,
no one here.
I give him my rope.
He said there was no
He
one
didn't-
here last
He
time
didn't
came
seem
past.
immediately concerned that we were coming here. So,
I think he mostly cares about getting his job done and his family, who he needs to tell his brother that his fucking father is dead.
well, yeah, I get that. But we also have our own goals to achieve here. I mean, we can't just go around doing everything for everyone else, too.
But that's what we've been doing up to this point. Now you want to dick
Okay.
around with this tower?
Maybe this tower is a beacon of hope. Who knows?
Maybe we should just go. If we can't. I mean,
The
we
one
can't
thing
just...
that you would have found, Jarek, which I didn't mention, was in the frame above the door, and the embossed in the wood above the door, is the word Kazan, Khazan.
No, sorry.
Okay. There's a word up there. Adrian is further away, isn't he?
Yes.
Have I ever heard a word similar to that? Or its derivatives or anything?
Roll a history check. Actually, if you tell anyone about the name, like it's obviously a name of some description. Anyone can roll a history check to see if you are familiar with the name of Kazan.
History, so.
Yep. And DC is pretty high because it's not a figure that is familiar to a lot of people. Natural 20 for a 21. Just as a reminder to all players and those in the chat, a natural 20 does not always guarantee success either.
Especially not on a check.
Not on a check, yeah. On an attack, definitely. But on checks, it does not automatically guarantee a success. If the DC is higher than a natural 20 with your modifier, it still doesn't. It's still a good roll, but it's definitely not an automatic success in that particular
Could have
thing.
used it ages ago when I tried my Arcana.
You could have.
Instead of losing
So
my shit.
again, Jarek, Reed, Arcos, and even
ring a
Ripple.
bell.
I mean, you've probably heard the name in passing. It's a name that you've probably heard, but you can't recall where or why. Even with a 23, and just to give you the DC here, the DC was set at 25 because it is a name that is definitely lost to the ages. Again, Jarek, you being the closest, it's a name that strikes a chord with you, but you can't place it. Maybe it's in a historical text somewhere that you've read once before, but it's nothing that you can recall in this moment. But with that, you would assume that that's possibly the owner of the tower's name, perhaps, or at least something to do with the owner of the tower.
Sounds like a kid's game.
Yeah, if only Orvan was here to give me guidance.
I mean, she's there, and she probably could give you guidance, but it probably still wouldn't help. Unless you rolled max on the guidance. Roll a d4, let's see what you get. Nah, still not enough. with a 20, that would have given you a 23. 20. Oh no, it would have given you a 25.
That would have given me a 23.
It would have given you a
That would
23.
give
Given
him
you
a
a 25. Again, even at a 25, it would have been just on that DC. It would have been a name of a long forgotten mage, and that's probably all you'd get from that.
Yeah.
A mage that has not been seen for many, many decades.
The fact that I got that name, though, the fact that I know even that much would suggest to me that they were very strong and very well known.
100%.
To even have some sort of a memory at all, because a fledgling is not going to be remembered.
I mean,
No one
to have
really
a
reminds me right
tower would suggest that they were reasonably powerful anyway. Because not just any mage gets a tower. Like, generally, especially one with the name on it.
I start climbing.
I'm gonna sit and stare
Make a
at the
dexterity
circle.
save, Fury.
Okay.
As soon as you touch the scaffolding and start to climb, all of you, your hair starts to bristle as a static charge starts to build. Actually, before I do that, where is everyone standing in relation to this? You were standing with Jarek discussing this?
In front
I
of
would
the
imagine.
wall.
Staring at the door.
Come over to me, so
You're still at the front of the
door.
door. I mean, you would have. I mean, so you were all having a discussion with Jarek, so I'm assuming you were all roughly within earshot of him.
Like corner, yeah.
Depends
So
on
in
whether
that
Jarek
case,
says he's going to climb the. Do you say you're going to climb, or you just start doing it?
No, I just start doing it.
okay. So in that case, everybody needs to make a dex save.
Yeah, heck.
I would say Orvan, as much as she's interested in the tower, she's more interested in the card. So she's with the card at the moment. You're looking at, what is my DC? 15 here.
Why -9? -1. Oh no, it's a 6. It's like, I'm like, what the hell?
Yes. So everyone's failed so far. We're just waiting on Arcos, dexterity save, yes.
just had to check something before.
The
I
only
did that.
Dex.
So
The only
only
Dex man
Dex.
here.
He's the only Dex man here. I think even with a low roll, he'll do pretty well. No, he's pretty good. Arcos, and this kind of tracks too, because Arcos, you're paranoid. You know this is not a good idea. So with a 24, I would say you will take no damage from this as you're able to get out of the way pretty quickly, because you've succeeded by 9. DC was 15. So all of you that failed will take 22 lightning damage as a static charge starts to build around the tower. The moment you touch the scaffolding and start to climb, this charge builds, and you all feel your hair start to bristle. And I would say with that, Arcos, you move and dive roll, and you dive roll easily 10-15 feet out of the way as the static charge releases, arcing around the tower, and it's encased the entire tower. You watch this charge start from the top and just shoot down the tower and out 10 feet in all directions. Derek, I'd also say with your roll, you wouldn't have got very far up the tower. You would maybe a few feet, so you'll also be shunted from the outside and taken back down to the ground. No damage. So Derek, you're now staring up at the sky from the flat of your back. The rest of you, I'd say Ripple and Reed, you're also sort of shunted backwards on your butts as this static charge is released. Arcos, you've dive rolled out of the way on your feet.
Fuck me.
Ouch.
Reed, you're wearing metal armor, aren't you?
Yeah.
You'll take an
Oh,
extra
shit.
10 lightning damage.
Oh, beautiful.
Are we taking lightning damage?
Yes, 22 lightning damage. I did say that.
Oh.
I'm
Dude.
fucked up.
Yeah. So Arcos will go to Ripple first, and then if he looks over at Reed and he can put 2 and 2 together and realize how fucked he is, he will actually like make sure Ripple's okay, and then he's like, I
I'm
gotta
fine.
go check on Reed. Orvan!
Reed is smoking heavily. Like his armor has
I'm fucked.
glowing and he looks really bad. Orvan is obviously noticing hearing the charge, sort of runs back and looks up and goes, whoa, and looks down at Reed and goes, oh shit. And she will definitely chuck a heal out here
You can do
because
You can do anything.
Reed is looking really bad.
This is the first
I-
time I've been struck by lightning.
I would say that looking at Reed, what you see is armor still glowing orange hot. You can see the burn marks of forked lightning up his neck into his face.
I already have a lightning scar down my face.
Now you got it up the other side, and
Matt
down
Prince goes.
down one arm is just singed. All the hairs are singed off his arms. His eyebrows are all singed off, and he is smoking. He is heavily charred.
Reed, you're looking hot. Oh.
Orvan
Thanks.
will. She has got.
Eyes burn.
Looking at everybody, I would say. Does pure healing do up to 6 creatures? I'd say she's going to
Yeah,
cast
it does.
pure healing. I would say at 2nd level. So everybody will get 12 hit points back. So, including you, Drake. So Drake, Ripple, and Reed you'll get 12 HP back. As Orvan moves her hands and starts to conjure a radiant spell. You see the radiant energy filling her hands as she releases it, and everyone will get 12 hit points.
Yeah, I won't say no. I need 10.
It was up to 6, well, up to 60, so you'll get a little bit.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, no, don't.
I was waiting for that.
Right, well, if Sierra's here, she doesn't want to see us. The mage obviously doesn't want us in the tower. I'm going back to the horses. You guys decide what you want to do. I'll head back to
I'll be
Adrian.
coming back with you, I think, because no.
Yeah, Orvan just simply says, I mean, the wagon, I mean, it looks like Vistani, but I don't think Sierra's here. And we don't want to steal from anyone, obviously. Maybe just leave well enough alone. Maybe come back another time. Perhaps.
Yeah. We need to get on and deliver this wine.
And we need to let everyone know that his father is gone.
I have a bad idea, guys.
Oh.
That's all you ever have.
What are you doing, Reed?
Reed's gonna pick up a rock
Okay, and
as he's walking away, and he's gonna chuck it to the top of the tower.
make a strength check.
I'm rolling away.
Just
As we're
make
walking
it.
away, he's
Yeah,
just
just
gonna
make
turn around
just
and-
make a strength check. Let's see how high you can throw it first. Just a straight check. Or even, make it acrobatics. Sorry,
Or athletics or acrobatics?
athletics. That's the strength one. Athletics.
Oh, I rolled 2.
Take the lower. So 17. That's a pretty good throw. You, as you're walking away, you turn and throw the stone at the upper floor of the tower. Doesn't quite make it to the top. It's pretty high, but you strike the side of the tower. You hear it thunk against the side of it. You hear it tink 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 as it hit, then thump hits the ground. Nothing happens.
Where's Silas? Send him in.
Oops,
You
wrong
moved
campaign.
Silas out of this.
Wrong universe.
Where's a familiar when you need one?
So, you head back to Adrian, who says, are you alright? That was shocking, no? And he gives a bit of a smirk. Looking at
You know,
you.
they say you don't get
Reed.
struck by lightning twice.
I do not believe it in this place.
Well, we didn't really get a chance to have breakfast, so I needed a good zap.
Yeah, kickstart your day.
And we're all getting a bit static after all.
As a thunderclap rolls out in the distance, the light rain starts to fall. I think we best get moving before this gets heavier. And he starts to lead the horses back to the road. And once again, back on the road, heading towards Valaki. The rain starts to drizzle, eventually turns and gets a bit heavier. Ugh, excuse me. Travel for the better part of the day without incident. The road becomes muddy underfoot, makes it a little slow going, not too much. Every now and again, 2 or 3 ravens fly in, fly low, sort of circle, call loudly, and then fly off again. And when that happens, Adrian sort of looks up and, without nodding, really, he's kind of acknowledging that they're there. One then lands on the cart and sort of taps on the side of the cart, and Adrian speaks in a language that none of you would understand. It is a language of ravenkind, and the raven takes off in the direction of Valaki, and everyone turns and just says, given message to let my brother know that we are expected, and so that they will let us in, because we will reach there tomorrow, late evening. We'll have to camp at least one more night. We'll make it to the Luna River Bridge before then. We'll camp on the other side. Be safer, I think. And with that, you continue onwards for another hour or so, just as the sun starts to set. You can see the bridge for the Lunar River just ahead. You move forward over the bridge. You know you've got maybe a day, less than a day. So you're probably going to get, if you make good time, you're going to get to Valaki just pretty much right on sunset the next day, or just before. You know that, like most towns you've discovered in this place, after dark, you got no show of getting into a walled village or town here. They don't trust what they see. They are paranoid about werewolves and undead, and after dark the gates remain closed, so you need to get there either at dark or right on dusk or before. So you need to make good time the following day or be up early the next morning. So choice here, do you turn in early to rise early so you get a better chance of getting there before dark, or do you take time to converse into the early evening before sleeping?
Well, if anybody is talking, I'm taking some time to cast alarm on the spot where we are sleeping directly. So if anyone comes within range,
you can allow your companions in and out of it too, can't you? So, if I remember correctly, they can walk across the limit and not trip it.
Yeah.
Easily enough done. You set up camp. You take the time to cast alarm. You let them know that you've done so. Adrian suggests maybe still having watch just in case, even though the alarm's a good idea. Alarm eyes can sometimes be better than alarms. But I will take first watch if that is okay. I am not tired.
I'll take second.
And you can all share the watches if you all want to take a watch. If you want to take a
I'll
watch
take
together,
the darkest watch.
which will be that early
midnight.
hours, that early hours of the morning, sort of midnight through the early hours.
Is that the second to last watch?
Probably second to last, yeah.
Yeah, so I'll take the last watch, that way I can make sure everyone gets their ass up
Good idea.
in the morning.
So we're not going to go through the watch list. This night will go generally without a hitch. But as is most evenings in this place, wisdom saves from everybody. DC 16 wisdom save, please. This seems to be happening most times you sleep now. I would imagine even now all of you are starting to realize that when you sleep, something, especially when if you succeed on a save, natural run from Arcos, if you succeed on a save, you will know that something is pressing into your mind, and you'll get a sense that you're being watched, and just something is not attacking you in that sense, but you're being attacked. Your mind's being attacked by something, some dark entity here. So you all failed. Arcos spectacularly with a natural 1. So we'll start with the highest, which was Ripple, with a 12. You still failed. Now that you've been here for the better part of a week in this place, you know something is watching you and playing games. You've been given a little bit of information. You're not sure what it is. You have an idea that whatever it is rules this place with an iron fist. People are afraid. You definitely got that feeling from krezk, the way that they live, is that they are afraid for their lives, which is why they seclude themselves in the way that they do. You've heard good things about Prince Strahd. He's a good leader, a good ruler, firm but fair kind of deal. But something else rules this place.
Yeah.
What would you say is Ripple's innermost fear right now?
Wow.
With being in this place and not being able to get out, not being able to go home, not knowing exactly what's happening still. What is Ripple's fear?
I'll never see or smell the sea again.
Is that her greatest fear?
But I'm going to be stuck here, not losing the ability to even know that I had spells was
I mean, that's all come back, obviously.
scary. That was scary, and the fact that can happen here.
With losing the captain,
And absolutely,
finally, like, because ultimately,
this is my life.
ultimately
This is the
you
sea.
and him are the last of your crew.
Yeah. It's like, what, when I don't want to be stuck here. Can't touch the water here.
You get... I mean, you struggle to go to sleep initially. Once you do find sleep, you toss, you turn. You see visions of... I can never remember the ship. What's the ship's name, Grim? I can never remember what the ship's name was.
Morgrave's Revenge.
Morgrave's Revenge. That's it. You see the decks of Morgrave's Revenge. You are walking on the decks of your ship. Your crew, your captain. Better days. It feels good. In the sound of cracking timbers, rushing water, you're instantly transported back to that fateful day. The creature dragging the Morgrave's Revenge to the bottom of the ocean. The sound of screams from your crew, and then the silence as you make it back to shore. As, funnily enough, you're probably the only member of your crew that was able to breathe underwater, and was a very, I mean, they were all good swimmers, but you were just that much better. And having water breathing naturally, this is your place. This is where you're most comfortable, is in the water.
Not good watching your crew, your friends around you drown, and not being able to do anything about it.
You stand on the shore, you look around, and you see a body floating face down just off the shore. You rush out to it, turn it over. It's Arcos, captain's face. Blue-grey, not breathing. You drag him to shore. You pound on his chest, screaming at him to wake up. And he wakes. But it's not him looking back up at you. Those same red, orange eyes that you've seen before. Arcos grins and sits up and simply says to you, not in his voice, but in the voice of this dark entity, this thing that's in this place, you will not save him.
A challenge.
You can't speak. This is just,
I'm thinking.
you're not able to speak in this moment. You can't, this is just what you're seeing in your mind's eye.
Okay.
It's basically a dream you're seeing. You're unable to interact at this moment. And says, and you will not save yourself. You feel a sharp pain in your chest. You look down, and Arcos has driven a dagger into your ribs, just below where your heart would be. And as you reach through your chest and pull the dagger out, blood gushing from the wound, you wake, sweating, bolt upright. And you realise where you are. Takes you a moment. Deep breath. Whoever's on watch probably would hear you breathe out quite suddenly. You sort of lay back down, heavy breathing. It takes you another good hour or two to get back to sleep with that image burnt into your mind. The 2 sevens. We'll start with Jarik. What is Jarik's fear now being here for this length of time? And again, you know you can't escape, or at least you haven't found a way yet, perhaps. But what is Jarik's fear in this moment?
Not being fulfilled. He seeks and yearns knowledge. And if he didn't succeed in learning all he could. That would be his fear.
So knowledge is what he craves. You find yourself sitting in a small office, desk covered in papers, maps, books. It's not tidy by any means, but you know where everything is. At a glance, you know where to find a map of this ruin, that temple, potential dig sites. You start looking, and you find a piece of parchment. You think, so that shouldn't be there. What's that? You reach over and you pull it towards yourself, and you're looking at a map you're not familiar with, or at least you weren't familiar with until recently. Map of Barovia, laid out as you've been mapping it, as you literally you've been given a map, but you've been adding bits and pieces as you go. Landmarks, buildings, old ruins. It's an enigma almost, because it's not a map that you've ever seen before. And a voice comes to you from behind, seems over your shoulder. This land is older than any you've seen before, and it will be here long after you're gone. You seek knowledge. Go south, if knowledge is what you seek. Drag up warm, you will need it. And the voice fades. Looking at the map as the voice fades, you look south on the map, and to the south of Valaki, directly south, in the southernmost borders of this land, it seems, is a mountain range, Mount Gakis, Ghakis. And that eventually those words sort of echo in your mind momentarily, and that's where we leave you. Reed, same thing for you. What is Reed's biggest fear at the moment?
I would say death, but it's not death. It's the
Death, perhaps?
like entrapment, I guess. On death, yeah, like more like there's no peace in death here.
Definitely.
And coming close to it so many times already, it's just like,
Maybe he fears not being strong enough. Even in his enlarged size, he couldn't fight off a dire wolf, which should have been easy for him. Perhaps.
well, and it's like, if I'm gonna die, let me die, kind of thing.
So
Like,
he fears losing his soul, basically, because being
Yeah,
here,
'cause-
you die, you no longer are in control.
right.
And you've seen that multiple times now. You're standing in a large room, throne room, it seems. Large pillars line both sides, large stained glass windows either side. In the far end is not a throne, but a regal chair. Could be discerned as a throne, if you will, but seated upon it is a tall, darkly clothed gentleman. Again, every time you sort of move and the light from the windows or from candles falls across his face, it's almost like another shadow forms, hiding his features. All except those eyes. Those eyes are ever persistent, never present. Then the grin comes across his face, the sharpened canines very visible. You fear death in my land. Why?
Am I allowed to talk in this moment?
Yes, you are. He's addressing you directly.
It's not death.
No, it is life. Everlasting.
It's torture.
Do I seem tortured to you?
I don't know. You're the only one to judge that.
What if I told you that, unlike, you would be more powerful than anyone you have ever known? Strong enough to save your friends. At least, from the horrors of these lands.
And lose myself in the process.
That would be a choice you would make, I think. If you are to perish fighting me, then yes, you would lose yourself. But if you were to willingly give yourself, I would allow you to keep yourself. You would remain here, of course, serving me and my games. You would have freedom more than you've ever had before. You would be able to leave whenever you wished. On the condition that you bring back others to play my game.
Can't do it.
The offer is not unlimited time, but I will give you more time to think on it. Let's see how long it takes you to come to the peak of your fear. How often do you come close to death before you realize that power is everything? Knowledge is everything. And in this place, I am knowledge. I am power. And you do not have any of that right now, do you? You know little of this place and what it is. But you will learn in due time. But again, you are my guests. You are safe for now. Rest well. And you are shunted back to your sleep. I'd say it probably wakes you. Not with a start, but you do wake, and his words echoing in your mind again.
One of those rollover.
Yeah, it's like you get a bit of a shudder, sort of again, knowing that your sleep has been invaded once again. Arcos, with a natural 1. What is Arcos's deepest, darkest fear?
So it really leans into that stuff from before. He's not afraid that he's not strong enough. He's afraid that as a leader of men before, he led his crew to its death. They all died except for Ripple. And part of him can't let go of that idea of leadership, and he feels like not only will they not listen to them, but even if they listen to him, is he just going to send them to their death? And he feels like he hasn't got what it takes to do anything to stop what's going to happen. He feels like they're all going to die in this place, and before he dies, he's going to have a realization that he sent them to their death. His lack of willpower, his lack of internal fortitude has once again sent the people he knows to their death.
It's fair to say.
In this place of all places, which is horrific.
Interesting. You find yourself standing on the walls of Valaki. Western gates, looking out over the township. Church to the north a little bit. You can just see the top of the Blue Water Inn, smoke coming from its chimney. Standing next to you is a man, taller than you, again dressed in dark clothing. You turn your head to look up at him, but you find you're unable to. You can see his feet, you can see his legs. He's got a cane sort of resting against one of his left foot. You can see his hands clasped atop the cane in front of him. Tell me, Arcos, why do you fear anything? What is it to be afraid?
To know that no matter what you do, it's all going to end in death, and not even regular death in this place. It's forever unresting.
And why do you think that it will end in death?
Experience. Everything dies, but
Not everything. In this place, into my land of Brofia, not everything dies. Not everything lives either. You think you are destined for death, as are your friends, no? Is that not the path of any mortal? A matter of when and how.
it's said, it's the how that bothers me. I can't fail again. I can't lead these people to their death, and I can't.
You believe that the will of the gods you have control of, yes? A creature as vast and large and menacing as the one that took your ship. This what you're doing? You called it?
No.
So then why take the blame? Something that you did not control. If your friends are to die in this place, this is something that you cannot control. You will do your best to keep them alive, just as they will do their best to keep you alive. But if it is willed, they will fall, as will you. Unless, of course, you find a way to change the outcome. There is always another way. This is the game. It's not about kill or be killed. It's about being smarter than your opponent. Yes?
He just nods.
In tactical warfare, ship versus ship, is it not a goal to not sink your opponent's ship, but to plunder and take what is his? Maybe leave some alive to tell the tale. Do not just eradicate your enemy.
No, of course not. What's the point?
Exactly. What would be the point of me just killing you all? Where's the fun in that? Find another way, Argos. You are clearly the smartest one here. There are other ways to win this game. It does not have to end in blood. Although, I do like blood. And in an instance, the flapping of dozens of wings as a swarm of bats takes off from beside you, out over Valaki, circles the blue water inn, then moves off into the clouded skies towards Castle Ravenloft. As you then wake momentarily from whatever this was, I would also say it would probably take you a little while to get back to sleep, pondering this discussion you've just had with an entity that, even though you couldn't see him, you could feel the age and the power that he held. The knowledge that he's obviously consumed over centuries, perhaps. Hard to tell. And that's where we're going to call tonight's session, ladies and gentlemen. I think it's a good place to call it. We'll pick up in a couple of weeks as you wake the next way on your last day's travel back to Valaki to deliver some wine to the innkeeper, Erwin Martikov, and also deliver some sad news.
Shall we long rest then, or no?
You can do your long rest now if you want. We can do it before. Might as well do it before we finish up.
You'll have to hit all cards.
Yeah, I'll do hers.
Can we get our luck back?
She did a couple of she had a couple of spells and stuff, not too much, but
Do we get our luck rolls back?
for the next session, yes,
Yeah.
you do. They start at the start of every session, so but that is again just as a caveat to the chat and to the group. Luck rolls are not specifically for rolls. Your luck roll is for numerous things. If you've forgotten to get rope as an example, when you want to go back to the last town you were at. Hey, I bought some rope while we were in town, or things like that. I will often allow retcons on certain things, or additions to, again, not having Breed dragged off into the forest by adding a little bit extra damage, but it will cost you. Obviously, if we'd gone into another battle, that could have been definitely a bit of an advantage to the DM with a bunch of extra rolls.
Yeah.
Funnily enough, if you guys had if you hadn't rolled so poorly on this wisdom save, I probably would have used them for that. So, because I mean, I don't plan these dreams and interactions. A lot of this is just improv in the moment for what you guys give me with the memories and fears that you have revealed. And the good thing about it is I now have a video to reference for when I do my recap. That's the best part about having this stuff streamed, I think. It's about the only upside to me at the moment anyway, is having a video reference so I don't have to remember anything. It certainly helps. Thank you, chat, for hanging out with us on another Saturday evening. Nutty's just come off a night shift. That's why she's yawning her ass off.
I was doing good.
And I have an earlier start tomorrow, so I'll be taking off myself as well. But thank you everyone for joining us in the chat. Thank you team for joining us in the game. It's Magic, Stib, Jirax, and all you lurkers out there. Thanks so much for hanging out and seeing us. This VOD will end up on YouTube in the coming days. I'll probably upload it tomorrow, maybe. It gets uploaded in its raw format. I don't edit anything. I don't have the time to do that stuff anymore. But if you haven't managed to see it all or miss something, it'll be up on YouTube in a few days. Definitely go check it out there. My socials usually get spammed throughout the session, but I think yes I do. Half those socials don't work anymore. The Kick doesn't work anymore. I haven't been on Kick in ages. I don't have X. I've got to fix that. And no, we're not summoning in Dragon Dags. I mean, summon your Dragon Spirit with 50 hit points, sure. I should fix that command though, because YouTube, TikTok I still have, but I don't really post much to anymore. And the Discords are still current. But keep an eye on the Discord as well. We have completed another short form campaign, and I am in the process of working on the next one already. I'm not going to give anyone any details on it because when we create characters, I don't want any accidental meta. It worked out really well in the last one shot. It was turned into a 3-shot. But I'm not even going to give you the title. I was going to give you a title, but I'm not going to give you the title. I'm not going to give you anything until we create characters, and I'll release the title of the one-shot and give that information to the characters once we create the one-shot as well. All wizards that have anti-material ruffles. Something's cracking. The anti-material ruffle.
Yeah.
Oh, it must be Van Richten's Tower that's still playing, maybe.
Yes.
Oh no, it'd be the Mists of Ravenloft. Some birds cawing in there occasionally. But we're going to say good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much, and we will see you in a couple of weeks.
Bye.
Ciao for now.
Yeah, waving.
They can't see you wave.